A beautiful morning to you. This is Ron Janish. This is the 13th of September, the year 2016. And this is Tuesday. Market's going to open, maybe in a half hour or so. New York market, that is. So anyway, we're looking here at the soybeans chart. See, ZSX6, yeah. At the soybeans chart, and we can see that, even though for days now, this number here, the PL open, was a red one. It's finally turned into a black one. That's a nice thing. And so if you remember, I think on Thursday, was it Thursday? Anyway, it was one day last week that wound up initiating a short position and see position short -1 right there. And as you can see, things have finally gone down a bit. And something else happened yesterday in respect to that. Let me bring up the other one. The soy meal, what happened was the market open was about over here when I made the video. And yeah, I mean, using wrong time frame. There we go. This is cleaner. So the market was about over here when I made the video. And all of a sudden, boom, it shot up nicely. I wasn't around to see it. So I was doing something else and then bam, down, and I really should have had a good sell up here, but it didn't. As you can see, 311.40 is not until it came down here. So I wound up getting in a bit late, but it's in the black, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. So anyway, so in the soybean meal and in the beans, looking for a lot more time to the downside. Well, lots of time to the downside, maybe till the end of this week, maybe longer. We'll see. Okay. Remember that Andrews is about more than just drawing a little median line and stuff. There's quite a bit more to it. I just don't want to get into all the nicks and crannies of it here because it's just a lot of work. I probably confuse people who are new, and I don't want to do that. So anyways, the other thing we did was we did something called a switch from contract. Well, we were short the E-minis in. Let me take a look. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, we were short the E-minis in. Was this in the S&P in the September variety, and we switched over to December, and as a result, this is kind of like what we saw at approximately this time. And so anyway, we switched out of September, and then afterwards I was reminded of an Andrews rule, which I sent out to the group after prices went up a bit, and we'll talk about that a bit more in the moment. And so this is, what is this one here? Oh, this is what we got out the corn. Oh yes, we got out the corn. See, red, red, not wonderful. So here we have, this is the open was black, but we only record 1/5 of that because there were 5 on to get that nice number. And here, this is the, what is this? This is New Zealand dollar September variety. Switched out of that one too. So here we are in the, here we switched out, and so what we did was for example, this was a 3, so we took 1/3 of this number. That's real easy to figure out. It's 1110, and we'll put it over here. And so that's how we have the numbers now over here, and that's what we did. Yeah, switched over. Yeah. So since we started this whole thing, these are the finishing numbers we've generated in the different things, and notice that what you see here, it's not really accurate net from trades because we only take here we only put one contract and not how many I might have actually done. And for example, here is 3, and here is 5, and so, and also it doesn't include positions and stuff like that. So, but anyway, this is a nice way just to kind of generically keep some numbers. And okay, let's move on to that other important stuff. Boom, boom, boom. There we are. So let's move on to here. We are here in soy meal, and it's doing okay. It'll take some more time. Now, yesterday, what happened was prices went up to here, and when they went up to here, let me show you. See how the high, like what effectively happened is prices did a really nice zoom down the other day, and they came back up to the median line, and so it was like, oh wow, that's sell here. So that's you can yeah, that's reflected in here, 1852. Let's take a look at where that was, 18252, which is here. Okay, here we go. 18252 is there. Sorry, there we go, right there. Okay, so anyway, so that happened, and and what happened around that same time was, if you were a member of the Andrews group, you received a reminder of the rule that applied in that situation, um, which I guess is pretty handy. And so remember, we also switched over uh, into the E-minis. Okay, so we did a switch into the E-minis, into the December variety E-minis, and let's take a look here. And in the dollar index, remember, wound up going long this guy right around here, and you get this up and then down draw and then up and then down draw, down draw, down draw, and now up, 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 up. So this guy here, he appears to be going up a bit more. Um, this might have a lot more time to it. I'll have to sit and do a calculation on it. Let me just, anyway, we'll have to do that later. But we're looking for probably up here somewhere at least. It's going to try to make that median line. Okay, oil. Remember oil? Remember on Friday I went short crude oil. I got out of bonds and I got out of gold, and I says, well, I'm short the crude and I'm short the corn, and wound up selling, I don't know, somewhere up here somewhere. And so yesterday it went up, really, yeah, and down she is again. And so that's what we have here, looking for a lot more time on the downside in this one here. Just more time, it's one nice thing about the expanded course is the time factor. And those of you that have taken the course, especially the expanded course, I highly recommend that you come to the free seminar in October. There'll be we'll have one in Puerto Vallarta, and that's a little south of here. It's a little country called Mexico, right? So if you're American, you got to bring a passport. Yeah, and the and the rest of the seminars will be actually they're kind of discussion groups will be held along the way. Okay, now here's the New Zealand dollar, and that's remember when it was up here, we were saying, gee, this guy's going to go down for quite a while, so just could be weeks. Well, it's still going down, and we did switch over into the DEES contract. And finally, we have the September, what is this? September Mexican peso. Now, if you notice, even though we wound up putting, let's see, 54610, which would be, about here. Excuse that. So it would be about there. And even though that was the short area, do want you to know that in the Mexican peso, time is also of the essence, and that maybe it's something up my nose this morning. That may be up, and we may be out of that by the end of the week. That's my guess anyway, that we'll be out of this by the end of the week. As this guy goes and makes new lows, we'll probably be looking to skedaddle. So what's new? What am I looking at that could be the next candidate? Well, 6C. What am I looking at? 6C. 6C. C. 6. Okay. Of course. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's the Canadian dollar. Seriously looking at this guy here as a potential for possibly a buy in this area here. And notice that volume's got a little nuts. So I'm going to have to go and take a look at that. And because this might be one heck of an opportunity for buying right around here. So we'll take a look, and you'll know more tomorrow, right? You'll find out what we did tomorrow. So in the meantime, figure it out for yourself. I can let you know what I'm looking at, but I really don't give the buys out or the sells out, because that wouldn't support you in your learning experience. So anyway, see you next time. This is Ron from andrewscourse.com. Hey, we've got a special package on the course right now. On the expanded course, in October, we still have one left. If you're the person who makes a reservation for that, you're the one who gets it. Of course, you gotta send in some money, you know. But we only, as you know, we only sell a couple of those a month. Anyway, see you next time. Thanks. Bye.